surely brewing. It's on!
Welcome back to Nerds Games. Today we're diving into some of the most visually unique games out there. The games that make you pause just to soak in the style because it's like nothing else. These are artistic experiences that leave a lasting impression. Whether they're blending art styles or bending reality, each game on this list takes visuals to a whole new level. So let's jump right in and explore some of the most eye-popping worlds gaming has to offer. Killer 7 is unlike anything else out there, and I mean that in the best way possible. It's a mix of cel-shaded graphics and surreal storytelling that throws you into a wild journey as an assassin with multiple personalities. Each visual choice feels deliberate, with bold colors, stylized characters, and a gritty comic book aesthetic. The game's offbeat style matches its twisted story and gives you this sense of unease as you move through it. It's bizarre, it's unsettling, and it sticks with you long after you've played. It's not the easiest game to grasp, but if you're looking for a truly unique visual and narrative experience, Killer 7 is unforgettable. Playing Antechamber is like stepping into an M.C. Escher painting. The game messes with your perception, twisting space and geometry in ways that constantly surprise you. Its minimalist design, with solid colors and clean lines, puts all the focus on these mind-bending puzzles that seem impossible at first. You'll be walking down corridors that suddenly loop back on themselves, rooms that defy the rules of reality. It makes you question everything you thought you knew about game design. It's frustrating at times, but in a good way, and there's this sense of satisfaction every time you solve a puzzle.
It's surely brewing. It's on!
Jumping into Cuphead feels like playing a classic 1930s cartoon with a challenging twist. This game takes rubber hose animation, the kind of style you'd see in old-school cartoons like Steamboat Willie, and brings it to life in a way that's both nostalgic and fresh. The hand-drawn characters, watercolor backgrounds, and jazzy soundtrack all pull you in. But don't let the cute visuals fool you. This game is really tough. Boss fights can feel like puzzles as you learn each one's unique patterns, and every level feels like a work of art in itself. It's like you're in an interactive animated short, and each victory makes the struggle totally worth it.
Hey! Yeah!
Jet Set Radio is pure style. Set in a futuristic version of Tokyo, you're part of a rollerblading gang that spray paints graffiti while avoiding the police. The game's cel-shaded graphics make it look like a comic book come to life, with bold colors and exaggerated characters. The soundtrack is this amazing blend of hip-hop and electronic music that pumps you up, and the game oozes attitude from start to finish. There's something so cool about how it all comes together. It's like every element, from the music to the visuals, is there to make you feel like you're in this rebellious neon world. There's nothing quite like Katamari Damacy. You play as a tiny prince rolling a sticky ball around, collecting everything from thumbtacks to entire buildings, and somehow it just works. The visuals are bright, quirky, and deliberately low-poly, which gives the game this whimsical, almost surreal vibe. Every object you roll up has this blocky, cartoonish charm, and the scale gets ridiculous as you go from picking up pencils to entire continents. It's funny, it's weird, and there's this constant sense of joy in seeing just how big you can make your Katamari. It's one of those games that's weirdly therapeutic and endlessly fun. Yoshi's Woolly World is pure charm in video game form. The whole game is designed to look like it's made out of yarn, felt, and fabric. Every detail, from the soft, woolly enemies to the string-like platforms, is crafted to feel cozy and inviting. The art style isn't just for looks either. Yoshi can unravel parts of the environment to solve puzzles, which adds an extra layer to the gameplay. It's a relaxing, heartwarming experience that's easy to get lost in, and every level feels like a handcrafted diorama. It's just one of those games that makes you smile, and it's a joy to play for anyone looking for something a little more laid back. Superhot flips the idea of what an FPS can look and feel like. Instead of realistic textures and environments, it goes for a minimalist approach. Everything is white and red, with time only moving when you do. It sounds simple, but in practice, it feels almost like a chess game with bullets. Every move counts because you're constantly balancing strategy with reflexes. The visuals make every action feel so much more intense. There's this surreal, almost dreamlike quality to the red enemies shattering like glass when you take them down. It's stylish, it's intense, and it leaves a serious impact. Okami is one of those games that just feels like magic. You play as Amaterasu, the Japanese sun goddess in the form of a wolf, and the whole game is styled like a Japanese ink painting. The world feels alive with color and brushstrokes that seem to dance across the screen. What makes Okami so unique is how you interact with it. You can literally paint to perform actions, like creating wind or slashing enemies. The way the visuals and gameplay tie together is so clever. It makes every action feel part of this artistic journey. It's the kind of game where you find yourself pausing just to take in the scenery, and by the end, you feel like you've been on a mythic adventure. If you're into atmospheric games, Limbo will hook you immediately. It's a haunting 2D platformer that's entirely in grayscale, with the visuals focusing on shadows and light. There's no dialogue, just this eerie, unsettling world you're exploring as a little boy searching for his sister. The visual simplicity somehow makes it even scarier because it leaves so much to your imagination, and the way it uses lighting and sound to create suspense is masterful. Every trap, every creature feels like it's part of this dark fairy tale world that you can't pull away from. It's one of those games where the atmosphere becomes the story. Return of the Obra Dinn has one of the most unique visual styles I've ever seen in a game. It's entirely in this black and white, pixelated, 1-bit style that feels like an old-school Macintosh game, yet somehow it feels fresh and modern. You play as an insurance investigator solving a mystery on a ghost ship, and the visuals actually become part of the gameplay as you piece together clues. It's amazing how such a simple color palette can make you feel like you're seeing every detail. The game turns you into a detective, combing through scenes frozen in time, which is both visually and mentally engaging. And that wraps up our list of 10 games with visuals that push boundaries and redefine what gaming art can be. Each one of these titles offers a unique visual experience that leaves a lasting impression, whether it's the hypnotic simplicity of Superhot or the nostalgic charm of Yoshi's Woolly World. These games remind us that visuals aren't just about looking good. They're about setting a mood, telling a story, and immersing us in worlds we never imagined. Thanks for watching, and if you've got any other picks for visually unique games, drop them in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you enjoyed this journey through gaming's most creative landscapes. Until next time, keep exploring and keep gaming.
Hey! Hey!
That's the kid.
Yeah! Hey! Hey!